Do you remember back in the day when we used to spend more money on ringtones so that the high of getting a phone call or a text message was even better? Now, when my phone makes a sound, it may as well be a brick because I'm throwing it through a window. The space of time between the distribution of information and our absorption of that information is barely just a couple of seconds. The technology contributing to this overload of information is, of course, the smartphone notification. Even the most important details that we actually want to know are getting lost or annoying us because there's such an immersion of content being pushed to our attention on these things. But are notifications totally useless? Of course not. They're actually quite handy when it comes to staying focused and being as productive as possible. So if you're feeling a little bit too connected all the time, then let's talk about this resource and how they can be useful and keep you productive instead of drawing you in to the noise. So when you download an app and you start using it for the first time, you know you get that prompt that's like, hey, do you want to turn on notifications so you don't miss anything? But it isn't that we don't want to miss anything. We don't want to miss the important things. So for these moments, you need to know the right answer to that question by breaking out what you want to know into 3 categories: a need to know basis, a get to know basis, and a never need it basis. Let's start with never need it, okay? Because a lot of them fall into this category. You know when those shopping sites convince you to download their app for ease of use and then want to notify you when they're running a sale? Do you need to know that? Absolutely not. There's some arbitrary sale that probably isn't even changing the prices as much as you would like them to. We do not need notifications for that. But the reason they might trick you into it is because of FOMO. FOMO is a real thing. The fear of missing out is something that a lot of us deal with. And so therefore we think, oh, but if I don't have notifications on, I won't find out about that one special day when I'm gonna get 50% off something I really, really want. Probably best that we don't fall into that trap, because all they're doing is leveraging your fear to make them more money. These types of apps you need to be super clear about and know what their end game is from the beginning. Shopping apps, gaming apps, yes, even social media apps. They are operating their push notifications from a perspective of FOMO for you so that you will be drawn in and spend more time and more money on their app. Use whatever apps you want. Download anything to your heart's content, but you do not need to have notifications turned on just to remember that it exists. I have done that before. That is how we end up in this trap. Let's talk about the get to know basis. And I'm gonna call myself out in this one. Let me ask you this. Do you need to know the moment I publish a YouTube video? Do you need to know that? As much as it pains me to say it, because I work very hard to provide incredible value for you on this channel, no, you don't need to know the moment my YouTube video comes out. It's going to be here whenever you're good and ready for it, and you can replay it to your heart's content. The truth is, behind the curtain here, that we creators benefit from you having notifications turned on because we find out more information about the content that we've created for you. First of all, there's a little ego boost that comes with seeing how many active subscribers tap into a video the moment it comes out, so we can see what the influx of traffic looks like on a regular basis for us. Secondly, the group of people who do tap a notification and watch a video in those first few moments become a part of a critical test group to see what the performance of the video is going to be. Some of the best YouTubers in the world are changing their title or their thumbnail or some other detail, whatever is possible after publish, based on what they're seeing the reception is in the first couple minutes of a video. So it is extremely critical that some have their notifications turned on so we can find out, is this video even worth anything to anyone? So yeah, it's really nice for us when people have notifications turned on. But is it nice for you? It depends. You might decide that the channels that you subscribe to provide such amazing value, you want to watch it the moment it comes out. That's why I'm putting this in the get to know basis. So you stay very focused on who you subscribe to so that you can say, yes, YouTube app, you can send me notifications, I will allow it. But get to know it can also mean that you'll customize how you're contacted in different ways. For instance, I don't want a shopping app to ping me, but I like to sell some of my gently used clothing articles on Poshmark. So I want notifications from Poshmark if somebody has made me an offer or bought something, but I don't want to know when there's a sale going on. So I'll go in and I'll say yes to notifications, but we're going to change them around and we're going to prioritize them a couple of different ways. Do not disturb mode helps with this even more. There's do not disturb, and then there's all the different focus modes. I have every single one: work, personal, driving, sleep, do not disturb. I have them all customized exactly the way that I want them so that I only hear from certain people during certain windows of time, and I only hear from certain apps during certain windows of time. So we're trying to find the apps that are going to improve our lives, but are not hypercritical for this category. If you've been around here for a while, you probably know how important sleep is to me. Not to mention this little thing called a 3-month-old that I have is making me appreciate sleep even more. That's why I'm thrilled to be partnering with Aura today, because I'm such a huge fan of what they're doing. Aura has an all-in-one mindfulness app that more than 7 million people are using to invest in their well-being. Not only do they have a huge library of sleep meditations that I find incredibly useful, they have everything you could possibly think of to help you with your emotional health, with thousands of meditations, exercises, and stories that are created by expert coaches and therapists and storytellers. It's kind of like an endless Spotify playlist for your soul. Every once in a while, I'm gonna need to take a nap when the baby's sleeping just because it's an opportunity to get some sleep. But that's not something that's super easy for me. In the middle of the day, I'm not the type to just go curl up in bed. Whatever I'm dealing with, when I know I need to make that time, I can open the Aura app and I can find a resource, a meditation, something to help me with whatever I'm dealing with in that moment, so I can get outside of that and be able to focus on just letting go and getting a 20-minute nap in. Aura has personalized recommendations that are going to help you center yourself in the way that you need so that you can get the peace that you're craving. Friends of Amy TV get to try it totally for free. If you're one of the first 500 people and you click the link that's very special and in the description down below, you get a free trial and 25% off your purchase. So make sure you check it out before it's gone. And then finally, there is the need to know basis. And you probably know what this looks like for you. It might be phone calls, it might be some text messages. For me, my calendar is a need to know basis, because down to the minute, I need to know where I need to be and what I need to be doing. So the things that help you to stay organized and help you get things done, they may be in your need to know basis as well. A couple more examples for me. I use the reminders app for things that are not time-based, but I do need to know about throughout the day. I have Slack turned on only during certain hours of the day. That's a need to know basis because either my team or members of Amy Landino's Inner Circle, my mastermind group, they may be communicating with me, so I wanna make sure I can touch base with them much more quickly. And of course, text messages. I do not accept all phone calls. I have that option in the phone that if I do not know a phone number, it cannot ring through to me. If it's important, they'll leave a voicemail. Period. I do not need a phone number to call me if I don't know that they're about to call me. That's just how it's gonna go. But if I know you and you're in my phone, then you can ring through to me. These are examples of need to know basis. This is how much thought I am giving to my phone notifications, because I know otherwise it is a huge trap. So I highly recommend that you take that information just as seriously in your world, especially if you're saying, I spend way too much time on my phone and I can't figure out why. Maybe we need to turn off social media notifications that are driving you up the wall, because every time you find out there's a cool TikTok from your friend uploaded, you end up going down the rabbit hole for 3 hours, okay? It happens. It's understandable, but you can prevent it. All right, full disclosure, I do have one custom ringtone. It's for my husband, and it's a very good reason for it. He's usually calling to ask me to do something I probably don't want to do. So I'm trying to make that, more of a happy moment when that happens. That's all for today. Thank you so much for tuning in. I appreciate it as always. Remember, subscribe for good vibes, kiss the ones you love, and go after the life you want. Cheers. Ooh, mama, I do not fit in this dress. Literally clipped in the back. Shall we make this quick? Even the most important details that we actually want. I had a peanut. So if you're feeling a little bit too connected all the time, thanks to your smartphone. Why do I keep saying smartphone like I'm 85 years old? I dropped my phone. I don't fit into this dress, and now I need to reach for it. How do I play this? I can't remember. What's it called? Notifications. That's what it's. How did I forget that? That's.
Ever since I met the city, you. Ooh. Oh, definitely don't fit in this dress at all.